Okay, so this is my fighting game, and um, this is like a display of all the like the window width and the height, and it basically just shows all the like fonts and the words and the points bar, and this is basically just like the information on the little like player, and then these hold on and then these are like the little things that the player has, and it kind of explains what the player's doing. um like they have a gun, they can shoot the bullet, they can reload, and then here are the um like keys that you use to move the little player, and all the information on how to like move. And then mm, and then here it kind of shows um how many frames that the bullet is like shooting, and that it's holding the gun. And then this is the enemy. The enemy um is like it spawns in random positions here, and it kind of um moves towards the players and stuff, and it tries to collide with the players to kill them. And these are like the little mm, variables, I guess, to show what the enemy is like. This is the speed for the enemy, and then this is the collision, I guess, um, of what it's supposed to do for when it collides. And then this is the explosion. I'm pretty sure um, whenever the explosion happens, whenever the uh, the little player kills um, the enemy, and it kind of just explodes, and there's little image in the game, which is fun. And then the the player shoots bullets at the enemy, and that's when the explosion happens. But the enemy gets killed by the bullets, and they and the player, like it has a gun, and it shoots the bullets towards the enemy. And this is basically what's happening with the bullet. And then the actual game, these are kind of the like the little, I guess, definitions. I'm not really sure, but it kind of just says what each little string means, or not even string, like each little um all the little words. And this, so whenever the player like quote unquote kills the enemy, it kind of it splits up, and it becomes two new enemies. So basically they just um they split into two. From its original one becomes two. And the when the enemy the two enemies double, the original enemy kind of gets spawned out, I guess, or just like disappears. And then, and then the let's see. And then this kind of like shows the point system. Whenever I'm pretty sure whenever the uh the hold on. Yeah, so whenever the enemy kills the player, it kind of shows like a point score on the enemy and the player. And like backtracking to the explosion, uh, the little explosion picture, it actually happens when the player is killed, I believe. I'm not quite sure. I haven't played this in a long time, but I'm pretty sure it explodes. Then explosion happens when the player's killed. I think. Okay, but anyways, so this is kind of like the point system. Whenever the like explosion happens, uh, like their their points added or subtracted from, or no, subtracted from the player. And whenever he gets like damage, I believe. Um, so yeah, this is kind of like the point system. And then uh, let's see. And then while it's running, there's like a timer for the player. Not really sure on the timer, but I believe there should be a timer. I'm not quite sure, but there should be a timer. So I'm just gonna like kind of see because I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna check. So okay, so let's see. So okay, so there is no explosion. You know what? I'm not sure. But I think I was right before. I think there's an explosion whenever the enemy like gets knocked out. I think I was just like overthinking it. But yeah.